The most dangerous financial advice you have ever been given is this: earn more to have more. It sounds logical. It is almost entirely wrong. The highest earners I have ever studied who still lived paycheck to paycheck didn't have an income problem. They had a complexity problem. Too much stuff. Too many subscriptions, too many commitments, too much financial noise. The answer was not more. The answer was less, done with intention. Today, I am giving you the 15 minimalist rules that will give you financial clarity, eliminate the wealth-draining habits hiding in plain sight, and allow you to genuinely work less while building more. These rules are not theory, they are operational decisions. Apply them, and money stops being a problem and starts being a tool. Let's begin. Every item you own has a hidden cost: storage space, mental attention, maintenance. And most people don't see it until they're buried. The one in, one out rule is simple. You buy something new, something old leaves. This is not about deprivation. This is about intention. You stop accumulating and start curating. Your possessions are not assets, they are responsibilities. The less you own, the less owns you. Apply this rule for 90 days. Watch how your spending slows, not because you're restricting yourself, but because you're finally thinking before you buy. Impulse buying is one of the most expensive habits most people don't even realize they have. Every online ad, every sale tag, every limited time offer is engineered to bypass your rational brain. They want you to feel, not think. The counter strategy is ruthlessly simple. See something non-essential you want? Write it down. Set a 30-day timer. Walk away. If you still want it after 30 days, buy it. But statistically, 80% of those must-have items will feel completely unnecessary by day 15. In 1 year, this rule can save you thousands of dollars in avoided purchases. Minimalists don't spend less because they want less. They spend less because they think more. Here is the math that most people never run. A cheap $30 pair of shoes that lasts 6 months equals $60 per year. A quality $120 pair that lasts 4 years equals $30 per year. The expensive option costs half as much. The cycle of buying cheap is not saving money. It is a subscription to constant replacement. Minimalism breaks that cycle. Buy once, buy right, buy less. Apply this to everything: clothing, tools, technology, food. The initial cost is higher. The lifetime cost is always lower. Stop buying things twice. Invest in quality once. Your wallet and your closet will thank you. The single most powerful financial habit is not budgeting. It is not tracking every dollar. It is removing the decision entirely. Human beings expand spending to fill available income. This is not a character flaw, it is psychology, and automation defeats it. Set up an automatic transfer the exact day your paycheck hits. 20% goes directly to investments. 10% goes to your emergency fund. Before you see it, before you count it, before you plan anything else. The money that never arrives in your checking account cannot be spent. You don't need more discipline. You need better systems. Automate the transfer today. Set it once. Let wealth build on autopilot. This single decision will compound more than almost anything else you do. Subscriptions are financial vampires. Small enough to ignore, consistent enough to bleed you. The average American pays for over $200 per month in subscriptions they do not actively use. That is $2,400 every year, vanishing, silently, automatically. Do this audit right now. Pull up your last 3 months of bank statements. Highlight every recurring charge. Categorize. Use it regularly? Keep. Haven't touched it in 30 days? Cancel. Today. Streaming services, app subscriptions, gym memberships, software tools, box deliveries, premium tiers you forgot about. Cancel everything you cannot immediately justify. You can always resubscribe. You cannot unspend what already left. Set a calendar reminder every 90 days to run this audit again. Subscriptions creep back. Minimalists stay ruthless. A storage unit is a monthly bill you pay to delay a decision you should have made years ago. The average storage unit costs $100 to $200 per month. Over 5 years, that is $6,000 to $12,000 spent storing things you do not use to avoid the discomfort of letting go. The minimalist rule is absolute. If it doesn't fit in your home, you don't need it. If you are considering a storage unit, you are not facing a space problem. You are facing an accumulation problem. The solution is not more storage. The solution is less stuff. Go through everything in storage right now. Sell what has value, donate the rest. Cancel the unit. Take back the $150 per month. Invest it at 8% over 10 years. That becomes over $27,000. You are not storing things. You are storing away your financial future. Most people don't have a spending problem. They have an awareness problem. Money disappears into miscellaneous, not because people are careless, but because they never assigned it a purpose. Zero-based budgeting changes that completely. The rule: every dollar gets a job. Income minus expenses equals zero. Not because you spent everything, but because every dollar is accounted for. At the start of each month, write down your total expected income. Assign every dollar: investments, bills, food, emergency fund, enjoyment, everything, until the number reaches zero. This forces a conversation with your money that most people spend their entire lives avoiding. You cannot manage what you do not measure. You cannot manage what you do not measure. Zero-based budgeting makes every dollar a deliberate decision, not an accident. The average American spends over $1,800 per year on clothing, most of it worn fewer than 3 times, most of it forgotten in the back of a closet. The capsule wardrobe principle: 33 versatile, high-quality items per season. Every piece matches everything else. Every item earns its place. What this eliminates: decision fatigue every morning, impulse clothing purchases, the nothing to wear feeling despite owning 200 items. What this creates: a wardrobe that is always ready, a closet that breathes, annual clothing spend that drops by 60% or more. Start by removing anything you have not worn in the last 12 months. If you hesitated, it goes. Your clothes should serve you, not the other way around. Your phone is not just a device. It is a financial decision you make every 2 years. The average person upgrades their smartphone every 2.5 years, spending $800 to $1,200 each time. Not because their phone stopped working, because a new one came out. Digital minimalism in practice. Keep your phone until it stops working. Delete every app you haven't opened in 30 days. Cancel digital subscriptions you don't actively use. Avoid the newest model. Avoid the upgrade cycle. The hidden savings are substantial. An iPhone kept 5 years instead of 2.5 saves $400 to $600 in real money. But the deeper benefit is attention. Every app removed is a distraction eliminated. Every notification silenced is focus reclaimed. Work less, earn more begins with protecting your most scarce resource. Not money, attention. The internet told everyone to have 5 side hustles. The internet was wrong. Spreading your effort across 5 income sources before mastering one guarantees mediocrity in all of them. The minimalist income strategy. Master your primary income first. Become exceptionally good at one thing. Then, and only then, add a complementary income stream that uses the same skill set. A marketing expert who starts a consulting side business is multiplying one skill. A marketing expert who also starts a food blog, a YouTube channel, and a dropshipping store is diluting 4 efforts into 0 mastery. Focus is not a limitation. Focus is leverage. Go deep in one direction. Depth creates income. Breadth creates busyness. Only one of those builds wealth. Look around your home right now. What you see is trapped capital. That camera you haven't touched in 2 years. The bicycle sitting in the garage. The furniture from a previous life. Clothes that no longer fit. Electronics in boxes. Every single one of those items represents money that left your account and never returned, until you sell it. Platform options: Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, eBay, Poshmark for clothing, OfferUp, Declutter for electronics. Most people can convert $500 to $2,000 in unused possessions in a single weekend of focused selling. Use that cash to pay off debt or invest it immediately. Your home is not a museum. It should not store the artifacts of who you used to be. Convert the past into capital for your future. Not all debt is equal. Understanding the difference determines your financial future. There are only 2 types of debt worth considering: acceptable debt, borrowing for appreciating assets, a mortgage on a property that gains value, education that demonstrably increases earning power, A business loan for a proven revenue model. Financial slavery, borrowing for depreciating assets. A car that loses 20% of value the moment you drive it. Credit card debt for consumer goods. Buy now, pay later schemes for wants, not needs. The minimalist rule: if it goes down in value, do not borrow for it, save for it, delay it, or do without. A $40,000 financed car over 6 years costs you $50,000 plus with interest. That same $50,000 invested at 8% becomes $90,000 plus in the same time. You are not choosing between cars. You are choosing between a car and financial freedom every single time. Hobbies are quietly bankrupting people, not because they are expensive, because people never commit. They try photography for 3 months, buy $800 in equipment, lose interest. Move to golf, buy $600 in clubs, stop going. Try woodworking, $500 in tools, same result. This is hobby inflation, and over a decade, it costs tens of thousands. The minimalist rule: choose one hobby. Commit for at least 12 months, buy only what you genuinely need to start, add quality equipment only as mastery grows. What this creates: real skill, real fulfillment, community, expertise, and often a side income. The photographer who commits for 3 years can charge $2,000 for a weekend session. The one who dabbles for 3 months has an $800 camera collecting dust. Go deep, stay long. Depth is where money follows mastery. Research on happiness is unanimous. Experiences create lasting satisfaction. Possessions create temporary excitement. The dopamine hit from buying something fades within 72 hours. The memory of a meaningful trip, a concert, a dinner with people who matter grows richer with time. The minimalist financial principle: when you have discretionary money to spend it on doing, not owning, because experiences cannot be repossessed, do not depreciate, cannot be stolen, strengthen relationships, create stories that last lifetimes. The $3,000 you spend on a vacation to Italy will still be delivering returns, in memories, in perspectives, in relationships 20 years from now. The $3,000 watch you bought instead will be worth $1,200 in the same 20 years. Invest in memories. They are the only asset class that appreciates through the act of experiencing them. This rule will feel counterintuitive. Give away money to build wealth? Yes, and the data supports it. Consistently generous people report higher levels of financial well-being, stronger professional networks, and greater opportunities. Not despite their giving, but because of it. The mechanism is psychological. Scarcity mindset grips your money tightly. It hoards, it fears, it contracts. Abundance mindset gives freely. It expands, it attracts, it opens doors. The practice: give 10% of your income to a cause you believe in, to someone who needs it more than you, to your community, not because you can afford it, but because giving trains your brain to operate from a position of abundance. And people who operate from abundance make better financial decisions in every area of life. The paradox of minimalism: the less you cling to money, the more of it tends to arrive. 15 rules. None of them require more income. All of them require a decision. Minimalism is not about owning nothing. It is about ensuring that everything you own, everything you spend, and everything you do with your money is intentional. When you eliminate the noise, you finally hear what your money has been trying to tell you all along. You have enough. You just need to stop giving it away to things that don't deserve it. Start with one rule this week, just one. Apply it for 30 days. Then add another. Wealth is built in layers, not overnight, but inevitably. If this video helped you, share it with one person who needs clarity more than they need more income. Subscribe for more content built on serious financial strategy, not noise.